they'll try it again, but
I would recommend doing something crazy. That's what I would recommend. If I was giving some tips to Nongshim here, as they are going to start off with an Ash ban. It might even just be like the anti-Ash bans on blue side this time around for Nongshim, as T1 probably just don't really care. Still, Dundun's Cassante is going to be taken away.
No Guma Caitlyn.
Yeah, I think that's a good adaptation.
Yeah, I think that's pretty smart. So there's a lot of different things that Nongshim can prioritize here. The Lee Sin is still available, and it might just be that, even though Sylvie has been a known preferrer of the Wukong in almost every scenario. But they're going to take it, so...
Yep.
But Viego disabled this pick is just so strong right now. And, I mean, it was already strong, but now you're like, oh, I got this, and what's your answer? You're going to play Wukong into this, your early game's not going to be that strong.
Oh my goodness. What if T1 doesn't pick their jungler now, what if they flex the Lee Sin and also pick the Wukong?
I think they're just going to play the Lucian Nami. Like, this is exactly what T1, and for a long time, we've also seen, oh, they're going to get the Italy here too, it looks like potentially. I think maybe save that for later.
Well, Kennen going to be locked in, so I don't think that Italy is going to be coming down.
Not a thing anymore. Wow, we're just going to play, like, just one more for old time's sake, you know, Zeri Lulu, Lucian Nami. Just one more at the end of the season. Just one more time. My boy Peter, he just wants to play a little bit of Lulu. It's been a little while, you know?
I think the chefs left. The chefs just packed up all their stuff.
Well, how can you top game one, you know? It's just,
yeah.
I peaked. And to be honest, like, this is what I would draft if I was T1, because you show very little. You've already prioritized the Kennen a lot. You've already shown it in the previous game. It's not a secret that Kennen is very strong. You just play Lucian Nami and go, well, good luck. Team that plays me in the playoffs a long time from now. There's going to be nothing more to study for me. This is my last game of the season. Yeah, we will dominate lane. We have the most duo kills, which went up, by the way, in the last game. So,
yeah, I don't think going for the straight-up Zeri Lulu into the Lucian Nami is ever a good idea into T1, but we'll see how it does go. Talia going to be taken away. And there is the Elise ban as well. So Wukong still up and available. And Faker, probably, I mean, there's a Veigar angle here, I guess. Does mean that they can theoretically get outranged, but not by Zeri. So you don't necessarily need to worry about it.
Poppy here also makes the Veigar pick a lot stronger in a lot of ways, but they'll just swap to Wukong and looks very annoyed about it as it happens.
He's like, I don't want to play this again. This is going to be Keria's 15th game, I think, on the Nami as well. They've been playing a lot of this duo.
Yeah.
Okay, Nongshim. What is it going to be? Dundun does have a bit of a grin on. So maybe
bit
something
of a chuckle.
Insane.
Yeah. I'm just going to let this draft happen.
Oh, baby.
Okay.
We're back to cookery. I love it. The chefs are like, no, we're not leaving yet. As that could be Maokai top, that could be Lee Sin mid, Lee Sin top. Who knows where anything's going right now.
I'm just waiting to see what the final pick is, because there's nothing to predict here. All right. Well, looks like it's going to be Maokai top.
Yeah. That's the Yasuo. Could just be Faker's Yasuo. That would be kind of fun.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Very cool. Oh! No way!
No, you cannot.
10-year anniversary, do it! No, Faker, don't do that! That's kind of cool, but it's not as cool as Zed!
Zed would
play
be...
Zed!
Oh,
no, just play Zed, Faker, come on!
Oh, no!
Oh, man.
They were playing with all of our hearts at the same time, and then Faker just wanted to yell a whole lot. As Lissandra, as she does here on the Korean client.
Very common counter pick, very known response.
Very intelligent choice for mid-game dominance alongside the Lucian Nami and the Kennen.
Well, there's a lot of team fight potential here in T1 if they set it up just right. And I mean, who sets it up just right better than T1? Nobody.
Yeah.
There's a great amount of power in these early game team fights. Skirmishing can get a little bit awkward here against Nongshim. We saw very similar problems actually yesterday in the Gen G series where, you know, if you can't set up, or actually it was the Live Sandbox series, excuse me, if you can't set up well against the Ahri, like Kennen struggles, you know, walking into Everfrost, walking into Charms. Same could be said of Lissandra, so you do need a lot of setup, you do need a lot of map control. But T1 gets early leads very successfully most of the time. And Dundun on another unusual pick here in the top lane. We'll see how he performs, what build he goes. A lot of people have been calling with the changes to Maokai. Maybe Maokai could make a return to the top side of the map. Be very tanky, get a lot of extra resources you don't get in the jungle, and just be another setup CC in this meta that is so reliant on that. Very easy to hit charms and then chain that all together when you have a Maokai on your team.
It is true. We'll see how the Maokai top is going to go. It has been a very long time since we've seen it. I think when Maokai top was like super meta, I was still an LPL commentator.
Yeah, after he was changed a lot, it's been like, we saw it maybe once or twice in 2021. That's my guess, was the last time we saw it, 2021.
All right, well, we'll see. We'll get that graphic first. Let's get onto the Rift. All right.
I want to say, Alice, I want to say Khan. I want to say Damwon Khan.
All right.
That's my prediction. He was the last one to play it. That's my feeling right now.
Well, interested. See who it's going to be. As Zeus, starting with Cull, which you could understand, is a likely move. Faker is shadowing Call Me here.
Yeah, that's really strong level 1 here. Needs to be respected.
Zeus, just step out of the brush. Step out of the brush. This is what Dundun wants.
No, this is what Dundun does, man. He actually tricks people into... He like comes over here and he's like, you could win the level 1 and get aggressive, but I'm actually just going to make it so that's rude if you do it.
Well, Vital trading very nicely, utilizing picks here.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Well played with Ari sticking around a little bit longer, and Call Me should be able to get back to lane. And you see Faker's positioning to try to punish here. Not going to happen, though. Doesn't look like.
Nope. And I think we're just going to have some pretty casual laning for the beginning here. I do, like, wouldn't it be cool if Vital and Peter are able to, like, stand their ground in this lane in this moment, you know?
I think it's one of the, weirdly enough, I think it's one of the best lanes that they could play into the Lucian Nami, because it's a lane they've played a lot this season. They're very experienced at it. Does it win a lot? It started winning more after some of the nerfs, but you see that Vital has played it 13 times this area this season. So, I mean, if you're going to win one, maybe it's this one, even though it is very tough. And the mid-game, it gets even tougher outside of lane.
I think they were playing it when they beat T1 as well.
It was actually a karma game for that game. Yeah, against the Twitch support.
Well, now we're just fighting. Still level 1. Everyone's still level 1. And this time around, Keria uses his heal. We get barrier and heal out of the Nongshim bottom lane. And now level 2 is actually going to be hit. As Gumayusi throwing out Ardent Blazes all over the place.
Yep. Call start here for Zeus in the top lane, by the way.
Yep.
It's my favorite start when I play Kennen, when you're playing a matchup where you know you're just going to comfortably have some leads early. You're not under any threat. You just basically win more. Because Kennen doesn't usually have a lot of kill pressure. You just get some lane prio and get more money later. Kind of a win-win. Still curious who it's going to be on the top side, as we're going to get a look at Sylvie coming up here, but look who's also coming. Oner is going to be here for the intercept.
Yeah, shadowing gets the ward in, and Sylvie going to have to safeguard his way out, but immediately Oner is over the wall. Flash comes in, and Warrior Trickster is going to be there.
He's going to die.
He is, I think, probably not long for this world, but he's going to try and trade this one back. Oh, it was way closer than I expected. Gets the thumbs up out of Oner there, as I probably wouldn't have started hitting these Krugs, as he doesn't have... I'm a little bit nervous, but it's going to be fine.
It's going to be fine. He's got his W here. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, all right.
And he's got red buff. He's going to burn through these.
He's got a pet. He's just a happy Wukong.
Kingin! It was Kingin! I should have known.
And it was still 2021, so you got the year right. It's 2 top laners whose names start with K. I reckon I'm going to give it to you.
I thought about saying Rich, actually, but he was the one who lost the game, unfortunately.
Well, Sylvie is going to find Oner once again. Zeus going to move on over here as Dundun. Very low on health, but very keen to help. You know, he is that guy. That's a flash forward from Zeus. Twisted Advance comes in. Everyone's so low as they do manage to take down the cannon. And the double kill will come in here for T1 in the end.
They just win these. They win these. I don't know what to tell you, Sylvie. You're like, I'm full health. I'm coming over. He's probably still in the area, right? And now Zeus is going to be able to teleport straight back to lane. And not a good start here, unfortunately. 2 kills early for Oner. And he is massively ahead in terms of the jungle farm. Sylvie spent so much of his time in the death chamber, he's just so behind.
Yeah, hasn't been able to catch back up yet. Does have his entire top side of the map to get through here. As Call Me trying to do some things. As we're going to check this one out one more time.
나 상거리 갈게. 모른 척 해도
the
되겠네.
ward here, so he's going to come over here.
볼게 리신 볼게. 풀 따라갈게.
Yeah, going to go to the wall.
노플.
No flash.
오케이, 오지 마봐.
Got it.
Nothing else to say. Just basically like, come at me, bro. And then Oner here just holds his ground because Zeus is here and Dundun can't get over the wall without expending his flash. And then Zeus flashes here to guarantee the stun. Then Dundun decides, okay, I'm going in. I am going to flash for the lockdown. But Faker's here, and look at where, unfortunately, Call Me is. He wasn't there at all in the lane. Couldn't match the rotation, so Faker sees an opportunity, and it's just good communication from T1. This team just looks like they're smarter than everyone else, better than everyone else, but like, it's just good communication. They're just like, yeah, all right, Call Me's gone, I'm coming up. And then Oner says, okay, well, I'm actually going to go on this Lee Sin. He came back up here. We have a Kennen who has flash. We can pull this off.
Yeah, they make what looks like a dicey play, but it never really is. It's kind of how it goes. Call Me is at least able to get this wave towards Faker, and as we can see, this matchup has been good for Lissandra for quite some time. Faker, of course, actually having probably the greatest game of Lissandra this year that I've ever seen. I think it was from one of their very early weeks.
It was against Gen G, I want to say, actually, in the first series that they played.
Well, Spirit Rush going to be interrupted there as Call Me. He's burning and does get a safeguard shield to save him, but it's not going to be enough. Just burns down, fully calculated there by Faker, as you can see.
Yeah, he's got Corrupting Pot. Can burn him down. Zeus looking to turn this around. Has ult.
Yeah, Dunan is in a bit of trouble. Does throw the Nature's Grasp down. And now Oner should be able to just come in and lock this one up. Dundun does have a bunch of regen.
I mean, Zeus clears this wave, he Qs him, he dies. Faker's also here. Call Me in the death chamber coming back, losing farm, so Faker's just once again going to be a menace, can claw in. And Sylvie being here alone is not enough.
Yeah, this could just be another kill, as Faker's going to come on over. He's got so much health. Twisted advance as Dundun tries to start this one up. Faker tanking for a long time, but he takes the claw as the Frozen Thrall is chasing after Sylvie. He is able to still safeguard his way out, and they run out of minions, so it is just the tree that is going to be felled in this top lane.
Yeah, no ult for Faker, so they decide not to force the issue onto Sylvie, but still pushing this Maokai out.
Yep, Keria taking a bit of damage, has to heal. Peter as well, going to use that Summoner spell. Nongshim trying to get what they can done here, and to be honest, this bottom lane, probably the best part of Nongshim right now.
Yeah, it's, you know, where all the attention has not been. The Zeri Lulu can hold their own here pretty well. And with no bubbles connecting or anything like that, you have a good opportunity. Vital has barrier here. Guma got to be careful.
Yeah, Guma actually fighting this one out, but without that Summoner spell, of course, Cleanse doesn't help you in this 1v1 whatsoever.
They didn't know how close Keria was, but if they knew, he definitely flashes onto Guma there and probably looks for the all-in. As this is Call Me, unfortunately, way too far up in the lane, trying to push this wave through, and will burn down.
I liked Faker waiting on the Frozen Tomb there as well to make sure that he gets it after Summoner spells have been utilized.
Something went very wrongly on the bottom side as well, as you could see. Looks like maybe a bubble hit.
A somewhat negative outcome. And now, this bottom lane that was the one port of safety is just going to be eviscerated. Decent little slow from the Gliderlands, almost gets the kill onto Oner, but it's not going to be enough.
Interestingly, by the way, a bit of an older Kennen build we saw in 2021 sometimes.
Is this the Zeus special, Riftmaker?
Yeah, the Riftmaker build coming through here for Zeus. When he gets ahead, he likes to do this, and I don't know if he could be further ahead than he is right now at 35 CS up, the plate gold going over. As it looks like Flash is forced here with Cull, level 6 advantage for Guma. That's what happened down here. And then the follow-up from Oner, as he has full map control down here. Sylvie's just been behind the play all game from the early deficit with those 2 deaths. Just swings his way through with the Cyclone.
Unfortunately, Vital wasn't able to get his ult off after the dash. You saw him trying to get in range for all 3, but in the end wasn't actually able to press the button. So a bit of a mistake there. I don't know whether it would have really changed the outcome. Maybe he gets a kill back. and that would have been really, really good. But hindsight's 20/20, and that is going to mean it is just the kill going over to T1. One kill. That one kill. That's all that Nongshim have been able to get as far as objectives this game.
Yeah,
see, no plates have gone down for them at all. And Oner is getting to work on this Riptail.
T1 no interest in the bottom side until Oner came down there to scoop up the kill, and they haven't taken the Drake either. But it's so scary as Nongshim right now. You're like, I have Prio, but what's the catch? Like, you're like, can I get this Drake right now? We have lane Prio here, Sylvie is here, Faker's not in mid, and like, they start this Drake up very late, very carefully, and they should be able to secure this in trade for the Rift Herald, but
they have a lot of vision here on this bottom side. Homework has indeed been done as Circle of Frost is going to connect. Colmy is looking to make use of his ultimate here as he's throwing these orbs of deception around. Charm is going to miss. Great little sidestep there from Faker as he flashes forward. And now Oner, he's got Cyclone back up again, and Colmy, he doesn't have any more dashes. He just oversteps in this moment.
If Faker knows, actually, that Calmy had just teleported back to lane, and because he used Ignite and was swapping his summoners, that he had flash advantage for just long enough because it takes a long time for that flash to actually go through with Unsealed, and he was like, I flash on him, I kill him, he doesn't have flash yet. He ignited me to get his flash out, and he's not going to have it in time. Seems like that was pretty calculated there from Faker, gets on top of Calmy. His flash is available now, but too late.
Yeah. Sylvie gonna come on over, gets a mini stun onto Gumayusi into the wall here as, yeah, I don't think the Lee Sin's going to survive for too much longer. Wild Growth does come in though to keep him alive for a little bit, and there goes Gumayusi. Sylvie actually surviving here is vital, starting to pop up with the bubble. Just gorgeous there from Keria, and it's all going to go wrong. Ebbing and flowing towards this bottom side of the map. Q is going to miss there as Oner just stops position, and Faker is looking for even more.
Yep.
Oh, poor Peter.
Peter might actually, he's channeled this for a while.
Well, the bubble is, yeah, still going to land, and T1 with a mini wave now just going to be able to take down the Lulu. Keria, I believe, was tanking up that turret as well to make sure that Oner was going to be absolutely safe. Beautiful dive once again here from T1. If I was one of the teams in the playoffs, I'd be just watching this being like, oh man, this is going to be a hard one to win, isn't it?
It is. You just hope you don't get chosen. Just you have to win to get to the opportunity to be chosen. You have to win so hard that T1 looks away and says, no, I'd like to pick the other team. That's your only option here. Is look, Calmy swapped his summoner right here. I think this is the moment Faker realizes he could flash and actually get the root. And that was just really nice realization there from Faker, just understanding Unsealed so well. And also a bit of an overextension there from Calmy. Sylvie here survives with the Wild Growth just barely, and it's a choke point here, but the Vital is a level down on this Wukong. Is okay.
Well, Zeus is dead, so they do manage to get that one. Oner coming on in here, but he gets charmed up. Can they actually manage to get a kill back? Decent placement there of the sapling is now Dundun. He might be the sacrificial tree, but Faker says, no, we're taking more than just that, and it's a 2-for-1 in the end.
Oner is 6-0-5 this game.
I think he may be in line for a POG this time.
He wants the POG. He's like, look, now you're 300 ahead of me. I'm not going to let that fly.
No, that's it's 200 or nothing.
Yeah.
At the end of a series is the agreement that Oner has with Keria.
Zeus has his Riftmaker now, Sork Shoes, so he's going to do a lot of damage. He's going to be very difficult to kill in these team fights. As watching how this all happened, it's just Dundun catches him here, roots, and then follows up with the ultimate, and Sylvie is coming up very quickly with Ahri. So Calmy comes over, and they're able to get him under the turret here. Just bought enough time for that cooldown to come back up with his ultimate, gets one more root. Zeus almost gets out there. But not quite. And then Oner comes back in here, obviously, with the play. They're extended. Faker gets the claw. And so much damage at this point on this Lissandra.
Yeah, it's all starting to snowball just a little bit here in T1's favor, one could say. Understatement of the season, I think, as Tidal Wave going to be thrown out. Does get the knock-up onto Vital. Good bubble onto Peter, but the follow-up is not quite there. Q going to miss onto Oner, who gets over the wall. And Faker is just taking crockery here on the top side of the map.
Yeah, 5 seconds left. Might get one more plate. Not quite going to be able to get this one, but still a lot of money given over to him. He's got his Everfrost. And 10 sacks of his Dark Seal. You know, could just go back and buy big old Death Note.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be shocked.
Ooh, I like it.
2,300 gold
we did
ahead.
not need to have a look at this. Vital, though, with an advantage in the bottom lane.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Nice edge. And
yeah. I don't think the certification is going to come in. If he's checking his mailbox, I think that might be a little bit overeager.
Yeah, no, he's not going to get certified, but the thing is in that last fight, because we got the replay cut as Zeus died, he just walked up to Oner, and he was a level down on an extremely fed Wukong who had Sunderer, and so he was just beat down. I think if he played it out a little bit more carefully, it would have been fine, as the Magi's is purchased, unsurprisingly.
Well, once again, the jump scare onto Sylvie as he finds an Oner walking towards the brush.
So, are we okay with this? The Faker Magi's 5-0 angle on 10-year anniversary? I still am a little bit disappointed it didn't go Zed. I'm going to be honest with you. Still a little bit disappointed. I think still should have gone Zed.
Yeah, I think so too. Zed or bed. That's how it works. As Peter outplays Oner there by getting a free Cyclone. Oh, never mind. The Cyclone was just to prepare for this kill onto Dundun, or to get his ultimate out, as the Cats are going to parade gloriously. And now, oh, this is cute. Dundun just going to try and escape.
He will get away with it.
Be able to do so.
Yeah. Should be Drake going over to T1, though. Hextech Drake, our second of the game. T1 going to lock this one up as Guma hasn't been able to get massive advantages in this game at all, but hasn't had any resources, really.
Ooh, Vital actually doing some decent work here against Guma in the mid lane.
And Guma could have played that more aggressively. He has Gale Force, of course, but didn't know where Sylvie was. Knows that Oner is doing the dragon, so just kind of takes some damage and backs away, playing very respectfully.
As Vital could be engaged on here, Oner without his Cyclone, because Peter kind of stole that cooldown away. Zeus moving back top.
Looking for an angle.
Yeah, looking for Call Me here. Great Everfrost does come through, and the charm is going to land as well, but you can see Call Me just does not have a lot of damage. Goes Golden to deny this Frozen Tomb, but of course it does not cancel the cooldown. So Faker does have that one available once again, even though the animation started to come through. Still, Vital going to take a culling, has to skate his way out. You're going to connect. Pretty cute one there from Sylvie, but he's not going to be able to follow it up with the Resonating Strike.
Dundun
being a tree.
Yeah, he's down here trying to damage this turret and failing.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. You cannot escape the Jonas Strong zoom. You just can't. You miss that cannon, you're going to get zoomed on. That's how it goes.
He might get it, actually, if he's given enough time here. No one is coming down to punish him. Sylvie's checked the angles. He's like, all right, well, I guess they just did Herald and going to get away with this. Faker, of course, will get this top turret first. It's the second turret of the game. They got made earlier. That was first brick.
Look at him go.
He's just eventually going to cut it down.
He's just branching it, man. Just branching it.
Okay, hold on. Zeus here for the deny?
Yeah, but the cat is going to slow him down. Look at these branches go. Took down that whole turret. Incredible. Nature is just so powerful, Wolf.
The Knights who say need told him to cut down the tallest turret with a herring. That's a reference no one will get. But.
Oh, that is not. Holy Grail is some of Monty Python's best work. Oh, man. Glorious.
Tallest turret with a herring. He's completed the mission. Now he has to go arrange the shrubberies.
Yeah, exactly.
And they have to be quite nice and not too expensive.
I hope he's not a witch. I wonder how much he weighs. As Dundun gonna find Keria here as Frozen Tomb comes down. Faker held onto that cooldown from before. Decent little kick there, and because he used the Frozen Tomb on the enemy, oh, Faker, that was gorgeous. He now flashes, and he should die, but he's got a stopwatch as well. Dundun gonna be taken out, and there's the flash forward from Oner. Gumayusi will find his way into the fight, and it feels like every time Faker dies, he's taking the rest of the enemy team with him. Over the wall goes Guma, gets himself the Light Slinger passive, and despite the fact that the Q lands, it's not going to be enough. Keria is just bubbling everyone. And T1, yeah, they kill 4 and trade it for Faker's life.
Bring out your dead. Yeah, we're sick of the references. I had to do it, but Faker almost gets out of this scenario. It's incredible. Is able to get over the wall, then flash, because the claw, and then flashes the Zeri extended beam, and then has stopwatch, but he still will be the victim of the initial fight here, but his sacrifice is not in vain. Yeah, he lost a lot of Magi stacks, but this is going to be a one-team fight here as Guma is on the wrong side of the fight. Doesn't matter. There's no collapse on him. There's no way to kill him. Call Me is so far behind this game. He does no damage, and it's almost an ace here. 4 kills. Over the side of T1 is a 15-4 game score, or kill score.
And pre-20 minutes, it is once again a 10,000 gold lead, or at least approaching that very rapidly. This game, kind of out of control. It's an Nongshim. T1 just still vibing. And Oner still with 100% kill contribution here in this game.
Remember, guys, this is Nongshim's last game of the season.
It is.
And we will have an interview with them after this, and we'll get to see how they feel about the development of the team over the season. We'll get to hear from Call Me, as well as Fiesta, you have to imagine, assuming he's here. We'll probably hear from both of them. And yeah, this is a rough end of the season, but I think they're having fun. It's
I think
T1.
so too. I don't think any team, when they lose to T1 in this kind of form, is going to be beating themselves up. And I hope that the same can be said for Nongshim, and I hope that they tell us as such later on today. As Dundun going for some last-ditch effort here, as can they get the kill on Naguma? They do manage to take him down. Dundun lasting for a really long time as well, but the Cyclone is going to spell his doom, and now the trigger is pulled by Pikachu. Oh my goodness. Ash really is a great trainer. And yeah, Zeus just going to obliterate them. Faker goes in, he's got his Onias, and that's going to buy the space for Oner to lock down that kill. Frozen Thrall is going to zone out Peter, who just looks for his friends but can't find them. They're gone.
7-0-11 on this Wukong. I think that Oner is going to get another POG tonight. Peter the last to fall. And T1 in their final game of the regular season will take out Nongshim. End with a perfect round robin here. 17-1, dropping only the game to Hanwha Life Esports in round 1.